Hey guys, it's Miss Perry. Let's go over Newton's third law. I hope that you've already gone over the other two and that you're ready for this. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so Newton's third law. You've heard it this way: for every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. But let's break that down. When you have one object that exerts a force on another object, then the second one is going to push back. Okay, so they're going to have equal and opposite forces. And forces never occur just one, forces are always in pairs. Okay, so some examples. If you have a rocket lifting off to go out up to space, then the reason it moves up is because it is putting a force on the ground. Okay, so the force are the gases coming out, and that's very, very high pressure, and then that moves the rocket up. So that's one force going one way and one force going the other way. Also, in a balloon, if you've ever had a balloon and you let it go without tying it, it's going to move away from where the air is coming out. So the air will come out one side at a high force, and then the balloon's going to go the other way. Also, if you've ever been in a boat, then if you are stepping off the boat, it's going to move back after you step off because you're putting pressure, you're putting a force on against the boat when you're getting off onto the dock. Okay? But did you think about this? If you push on a wall, the wall is pushing back. Okay? If you have a car on the road, it's pushing down on the road and the road is pushing back up. And if these things didn't happen, you'd fall through the wall because the wall is pushing back to keep you from falling. The road is pushing up on the car to keep it on the road. Okay, I know that's a little different than maybe you've thought about Newton's third law. And here's a couple of examples. The force, if you're pressing up against a wall, the wall is pressing back so that you're not going to put your hand through the wall. And then when you're walking, you're pushing against the ground, but the ground is pushing back against you. So it's like it's supporting, is more like probably what you think about, but it actually is pushing back on you. Okay, so let's look at balanced and unbalanced forces. A balanced force is you have the same force acting on an object in opposite directions. If you have balanced forces, the object is not going to move. Okay, so the example is these two guys pushing a box and they're pushing with the same force on both sides, and that object is not going to move. That's a balanced force. Okay, for an unbalanced force, these three guys are playing tug of war, and it's kind of not fair because you got two guys on one side and one on the other. And let's say that they're all three the same strength. The forces acting on one side, pulling on one side, is going to move in that direction because there's more force. Okay, so the force is not the same. So that way, you're going to have movement. Okay? Now, go ahead and complete the section review on questions 1 through 4. And the think questions 1 and 2 and these are on page 229. Okay? Text me if you have questions, and have a good day. Thanks.